Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, and salutes to you brothers pushing this gospel, this good news, the world over in sincerity and in truth. Abaratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. And this will just be a quick, brief lesson, Lord willing, through the Spirit. Okay? So Anthony Joshua, the British boxer, all right, dude earned 90 mil fighting Jake Paul, all right, and Jake Paul got paid a lot too, to be fair, all right, but yeah, Anthony Joshua he went back to his home country, Nigeria, all right, and out of nowhere, boom, tragedy happens, all right. 7 hours ago, BBC News, Anthony Joshua injured in Nigeria car crash that unalived 2 team members. Passengers unalived travelling with Anthony Joshua are named after horror car crash in Nigeria, The Sun, 2 hours ago. Some of it live as well. Anthony Joshua live. Yeah, two of Anthony Joshua's team members deleted in Nigeria crash. Okay, and it goes on. Okay, yeah, but disaster struck. And that's why it's imperative and really best to be humble, have that, humility spirit about you, okay, that trait, humility, humble, all right. Even Kendrick Lamar made a track called Humble, yeah, car crash, man, disaster struck. He's still alive, right? Of course, like I said here, the others in the vehicle actually perished. Okay, so we're gonna just get a few precepts, all right. We'll go to the book of Sirach, or we're already there, chapter 7. This is in the Apocrypha, okay. In verse 17, Sirach chapter 7, verse 17 reads, "Humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms." All right, and the Most High has examples there to teach us and show us, for us to learn from. Okay, now of course, Anthony Joshua is still alive, but the others were perished. Okay. All right. All right, and the Lord could have actually took him out. Okay, or even, crippled him or something, forever or something. Okay. Or what have you. Oh, I earned $90 million. All right. Posting it on social media as well. Having the Babylonian women drooling, and I thirst over you. I couldn't have it any better. All right. Things that go good now. All right. Then a week later, all right, this happens. Before disaster, the heart of man is filled with self-importance. Humility comes before honor. Right? It's always good and important to have humility, and it doesn't cost at all. Fear the Lord, because all of a sudden, something could happen, and that's what took place. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 2, and it reads, "When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom." See? All right, straight up. The Lord wanted to calm him down a bit. Don't get too excited now. All right? And he didn't acknowledge the Most High either. Well, at least not to my knowledge anyway. Okay. Yeah. Now that happens, car crash. All right? That's a very serious thing. Okay? And it does happen a lot. All right? I'd kind of feel ashamed as well. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 7. All right. Lord willing, the audio's good. You're hearing me well. It's picking up. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 7, again in the Apocrypha, and it says, "For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness, for he hath made the small and great, and careth for all alike." All right, so judgment is judgment at the end of the day, all right? The Lord is no respecter of persons, okay? Whether you're rich and famous or poor and not heard of, all right? Judgment is what it is. And again, he's the only one that survived that crash. And of course, he's achieved a lot. All right. Okay. So he's great in the eyes of the world. Okay. But ultimately, who makes people great? Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Okay. Let's get Sirach again, chapter 10 and verse 7, and it says, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and I'll read it again. Sirach chapter 10 verse 7, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. And the Lord absolutely despises pride, right? He resists the proud. He hates a prideful heart. Okay? So why show off, or why big oneself up? Alright? We ain't all that, you know. You're not all that. Okay? 1 minute you could be amazing, the next you could be brought low. Okay, let's get a precept. This book of James, chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So, hey, the Lord could have even taken him out, but he did not. Okay? Yeah, troubled times. So it's just best to be humble, keyword of the day. Alright, because things can be taken from you. Alright, your life can be taken. Alright? Possessions, things like that. Okay? Yeah? Alright? So there you have it. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. The two people who perished in the Anthony Joshua crash were his close friends. Oh, I recommend this, by the way. Shilajit, sea moss and limeanes, yeah. The Lord made medicines out of the earth. He that is wise would not abhor them. Alright. Yeah, so a lot of things going on. North Korea advances nuclear submarine program as Kim Jong-un oversees missile test. Wars and rumors of wars. Check this out. Rothschild's heir confesses no country dares wage war without Rothschild's backing. So all wars are bankers' wars, man. Hey, these devils are being exposed daily through the spirit. 2 helicopters collide, crash in New Jersey. There's many things happening. In the 80 days of the Gaza ceasefire, the JJs continue to violate the deal. Right? Look at this. Black unemployment rate climbs to 8.3%. 8.3%, the highest since 2021. Yeah, man, America's on its way out. Torrential rain brings flood into Spain's Mediterranean coast. Alright. The US Border Patrol is monitoring millions of American drivers nationwide in a secretive program to identify and detain people whose travel pattern is deemed suspicious. Alright? Okay, you got all these electric vehicles as well. It's all about, you know, having people on the grid. Ultimate dominance and control. Okay? You know, smart cities, 15-minute smart cities. Alright? See where you're going, all that. Driving patterns. Okay, this person drives here and there, so such and such. Often, you know. Okay, we'll lock onto him. Seems a bit, you know, suspect. That kind of thing. Indiana SNAP recipients won't be able to buy candy, sugary drinks starting in January. Yeah. And these things ain't good for you anyway. Them Haribo sweets. Alright? With that pork gelatin, that's pig skin. So you should not be consuming that anyway. As Israelites. Gotta do better. Right, yeah. Strong Santa Ana winds return to social. Rain likely being New Year's Day. Alright. Look at this. Former Green Power Ranger. Right, this Ammonite. It could be an Israelite foreigner. Alright? Who knows? Yasutomo Ihara used the training he learned during filming to rob 43 houses in Japan and has been in prison for 5 years. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah. After slavery ended, Brazil launched a campaign called Branqueamento, meaning to whiten the country. Between 1880 and 1930, over 4 million Europeans were brought in, and interracial marriage was encouraged to reduce black and indigenous ancestry over time. So anyway, these devils have a lot to pay. He has a lot to pay, man. Okay. But yeah, Anthony Joshua, man. Let's go on something live and see how the latest update is. Anthony Joshua's promoters say 2 team members unalived in Nigeria crashed an injured boxer. The 2 associates, Sina Gami and Latif Ayodele, were also close friends of Joshua. Matchroom also says the boxer is in stable condition and will remain in Nigeria for observation. And who knows, he is really famous, okay? Alright, again, he had them American women drooling over him and stuff. Who knows that he could have gone back to his own country, alright? Might have even put out a hit on him to have that crash happen or something. You never know. I don't believe so, but, you know. Yeah. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to say Shalom. Kal halal Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Rikakodash. Shalom to the elect.